I can feel it. It took so long. It took so long, and we're gonna finally get it. We got the tag titles in our hands. We got the tag titles. We're gonna get you, Luchasaurus. We're gonna get you, Jungle Boy. That's right. And of course, we've got the Butcher, the Blade. We're gonna take you down. And then we're gonna take down Kenny Omega. And we're gonna take down Adam Page, cowboy shit. Tell him, killer.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming, but I think this is finally the time. And he's right. It don't matter if it's Jungle Express, SCU, Hangman and Omega, whoever else. We're taking you out. We're taking those tag titles with us.
That's right. And when we're done with you, we're gonna take down the world heavy.
Yeah, I don't think we need you anymore.
Really? Again?
Yeah, you're gonna have to leave
Tony,
now.
I think that...
I'm calling security, man.
Oh, come on, really?
Yeah.
We're just trying to make a buck here.
So?
Speaking of bucks,
Yeah, exactly. Can we not just have a break of some kind?
Not sorry, guys. You gotta leave.
God!
Hey, Matt here. Killer Kyle. Welcome to Fury. Killer Kyle, and welcome to another episode of Wheels of Fury.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about AEW Resolution. And that's right.
Yes.
Okay, you're looking at me funny.
Resolution, revolution.
Oh, yeah, Revolution.
Foul!
So, yeah, I have yet to watch this past episode of AEW Dynamite. And yeah, it's been good so far, and obviously the matches look like they're going to be interesting.
I think so, yeah. The rivalry, if you will, they are developing with SCU and the Dark Order. That's getting interesting.
Yeah.
They're playing it off like Christopher Daniels is the Exalted One. They're recruiting him from SCU to join them and be on their side. There's some missing from Christopher Daniels over the last little bit. I mean, he did join SCU, Frankie and Scorpio, they had a tag team match with, I think it was Jungle Express.
Yeah.
And then they're on the screen is like, oh, Christopher Daniels, we're still want you to join us, and the Exalted One is almost here, and all this other stuff. And Christopher was like, I'll go keep an eye out for whoever this dude is, and I'll keep an eye out for these guys, and you guys just focus on the match, I'll take care of it. And it's like, well, okay. You have Christopher Daniels sticking up and trying to defend himself against the Dark Order.
Yeah.
And the Dark Order's trying their best to recruit Christopher Daniels. And so it's like, is he the Exalted One? Is he not the Exalted One? We'll find out soon, I think.
Well, I think that you look at the history between Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian going all the way to TNA and, then going to Ring of Honor, having Scorpio Sky join them in SCU. And we talked about the ultimatum 2 years ago they had.
Right.
With the president of Ring of Honor, and then of course them going to AEW. There was a rumor they were going to join WWE at some point.
Right.
Now I know that Christopher Daniels, and I didn't know this actually, can't remember what video I saw it from. Christopher Daniels was supposed to be the higher power in the ministry.
Right.
Instead of Vince McMahon, so I'm not sure what happened with that.
Yeah.
But I think this would be interesting to do that because they've actually were separated once in Ring of Honor when Frankie Kazarian false joined the Bullet Club.
Yeah.
So that's going to be interesting to see where that goes. I don't think the Dark Order needs any more wrestlers to join. I mean, they have, 4 or 5 members now?
Well, they've got Stu Grayson, they've got Evil Uno,
Yep.
and they've got these 2 other dudes. Really don't know much about them,
No.
aside, maybe from the indie scene or whatever.
Well, wouldn't it be cool if they had Kevin Blackwood join the team? I don't even know what happened to him, but...
Yeah, really.
Because, Smash doesn't really air that much, and talking to my brother, they've taken a break.
Yeah.
So, it would be interesting to see Kevin Blackwood join the Dark Order, or hell, even the Buffalo Boys, because you got
Yeah, you got it.
Butcher and Blade, the Alley, so there you go. I am not sure, but that'll be an interesting thing to think about. Also, we'll talk about other stuff too. But it's going to be a pretty cool show. AEW seems to deliver quite a bit.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. There was, I think it was 2 weeks ago, a episode of AEW Dynamite, and there was a big brawl. I can't remember who was involved. I think it was Dustin and Jake and maybe Cody and MJF, and Young Buck, whatever it was.
Mhm.
And there was a shot that went to the crowd, but there was just briefly, so if you had it picked up on it, you would have noticed, but I was watching What Culture, I think it was, and they were saying that in this particular episode of Dynamite, and the crowd was Raven.
Oh, wow.
And they were, well, I think it might have been SCU and the Dark Order and something like that. And they were saying that Raven could potentially be this Exalted One because of his track record with this dark, mysterious, neglected child, and maybe he's gonna have a different role with Dynamite,
No.
or maybe he was just there to watch the show.
I mean, Scott Levy was more relevant in ECW and WCW, and then, of course, the first part of the 2000s with WWE.
Yeah.
I think we're even going into Impact. It was alright.
Yeah.
I just don't like the look that he had. I just think that he was a former shell of himself. Now he was in other stables or organizations, and Ring of Honor, of course, and Raven's flock and
Yes.
all that. So, yeah, could he potentially be a part of maybe Dark Order? I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, that'll be interesting to see if that works. I didn't see him in AEW yet, or even in that episode, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was just a brief little glimpse. A couple of guys were going over the barricade, and I think because the shot was so quick, couldn't really pack out Raven necessarily, but they talked about him being at the show.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, who knows? So we got the pre-show. Speaking of SoCal Uncensored, they have SoCal Uncensored versus the Dark Order. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is the pre-show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna have Frankie Kazarian and Scorpio Sky, Christopher Daniels take on the Dark Order. It'll probably either be Alex Reynolds and John Silver, or Alex Reynolds and Stu Grayson, or Stu Grayson and John Silver. Even Luno seems to be more of like the mastermind, if you will, of the Dark Order.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's had some matches, but I think they've more been like AEW Dark and stuff like that. Not really anything televised, because, you know, he's wearing the suits and he's doing a lot of the talking and stuff. One thing I noticed, though, is somewhat of a character change for him, not too much, is, you know, they've got Evil Uno talking and saying, oh, we're gonna recruit Christopher Daniels and bring him into the Dark Order and the Exalted Ones or whatever. When you go back to when Stu and Evil were in Smash, he never talked. He never said a word.
Yeah, but I mean, that's the thing when you have a character go over to another company. Now, you won't necessarily see that in WWE because fucking characters keep changing. Then they have to be branded something else, so I think that it's kind of interesting to see Evil Uno talk.
Yeah.
I don't know why they did that. I think that they wanted to have both Stu Grayson and Evil Uno speak just because it's better than having one person, maybe. And I think it does kill a bit of the mystique because Uno is a big guy.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like the bodyguard type, or the muscle.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was kind of like, alright, well, now that he's talking, it suits him, I will say that.
Yeah.
So that's not bad. I just don't know.
Yeah.
But with this match, if Christopher Daniels turns, I'll be surprised. I'll be pleasantly surprised. But
There'd have to be a legitimate reason for it, though. They can't just have Daniels turn on Frankie and Scorpio and join the Dark Order for no fucking reason whatsoever.
oh, I know, I understand. So yeah, I'm gonna say the Dark Order for this one, not because of the obvious they're a Canadian team, but I think that they have more people there in the stable, whereas you only have Christopher Daniels, Scorpio Sky, and Frankie Kazarian, so yeah, I'm gonna say Dark Order.
I mean, as good as this rivalry has developed into, and I'm sure it'll get better, there's gotta be something to it that makes sense and will make it all worth it.
Yeah.
We'll find out maybe in the weeks, maybe months to come.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly have no idea who to take in this one. Because, like, there's nothing saying that SoCal Uncensored has to absolutely get the win. There's nothing saying Dark Order absolutely has to get the win. It's just one of those things. It's like, okay, there's a rivalry developing. It's good. Hopefully it gets better. Dark Order's trying to recruit Christopher Daniels. And Christopher Daniels and Frankie and Scorpio are trying to do everything they can to make sure that the three of them stay together. And so,
Yeah. So there it is. This match we've got Pac versus
freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy,
yes.
yeah, this is coming off of Dynamite this past week.
Yeah. I've only seen Orange Cassidy wrestle a handful of times. Not too much. I mean, he's just the guy that is kind of a gimmick in a way. Because he, does the half-ass super kick or the, tap his feet on the people or, dive off through the ropes or over the ropes with his hands in his pocket. I'm not sure how well this is going to work.
As much as you want to call Orange Cassidy just a gimmick, and yeah, he does a dive.
Oh, I'm sure he's a good wrestler. I'm not saying that. I just don't know how well he's going to do over Pac.
As much as you want to call Orange Cassidy just a gimmick.
Okay.
Yes, he does the suicide dive through the ropes with his hands in his pockets, or over the ropes with his hand in his pockets. And he does the feint kicks, and, he does the, half thumbs up and all this other stuff. He's as over as a flapjack in a frying pan.
I know he's over, and that's what I'm saying. I know he's over. I just don't know how well he's going to do against Neville. Or, Pac. Same thing.
Pac, Neville, who fucking gives a shit?
Yeah.
I mean, it should be good. Hopefully it'll be good. It'll be interesting to see what Orange Cassidy does against Pac.
Yeah.
I mean, aside from the odd time he's participated in a tag team match with Trent and Chucky.
Yeah. Best friends.
He hasn't really had much of an opportunity to wrestle, and this is his first single shot in AEW, so I mean...
I just wish that they had a secondary title to wrestle for, because I could see potential champions in Pac or Orange Cassidy.
Yeah.
I think that I'm going to go with Pac only because Pac has been more vicious than he has ever been, especially in WWE.
Right.
I mean, the guy is a fucking madman.
Yes.
And, I mean, I could say what I want about the Iron Man match with Kenny Omega, but this guy fucking can tear it up.
Oh, yeah. He still is very, very good at what he does. He's a complete 180 from what he used to be in WWE. Yes, he was a heel in WWE, but this seems to have taken him to the next level, heel-wise. I mean, they call him a bastard after all.
Pretty much, yeah.
But, yeah.
So, yeah, I'm gonna say Pac. I almost said Neville again, but I don't care.
Yeah, I mean... Orange Cassidy could probably do really well, but... Pac might destroy him. You never know.
That's a possibility, unfortunately. Not taking anything away from Orange Cassidy, but that's the way I see it.
Yeah. So next we got a match for the AEW Women's World Championship. You got the champion, the Native Beast, Nyla Rose, against Chris Statlander. This ought to be a very interesting match.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Nyla Rose. Now, JR made controversy with calling Nyla the King of the Mountain, or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, he's not wrong.
No.
I mean, look. I call it what you will, alright? Nyla Rose is transgender. That's just the way it is.
Right.
Whatever. You know, you talk about intergender wrestling and all this other shit. Now all of a sudden you have this wrestler who turns out to be transgender. Okay, that's fine, but what the fuck? Like, seriously, that doesn't make no sense. It's just,
Yeah.
guys versus guys, or women versus women, and now you want to have intergender wrestling, like a transgender guy, girl, whatever, going into the ring, winning the AEW Women's Championship. Fuck, it really doesn't. It just, wow. You know, one of these things that pisses me off, because where are we at now? Like, where are we at nowadays? She is gonna be one of those, I guess, women who is gonna power through everybody, and it's frustrating because, you know, you have history being made with Tessa Blanchard as the first Impact champion, and now you got this transgender guy, girl, whatever, going into the ring, winning the AEW Women's Championship, and it's like, okay, what next? Like, why are we putting a title on a woman that is reserved for men, and then now you got transgender woman now, and she's the AEW champion for the women's side, and it's like, I just don't know where to draw the fucking line. It makes no sense to me, and really, I just don't get it. You know, and I'm trying to get it, but I don't get it. You know, I think that Nyla Rose is a good wrestler. It's just,
As far as I'm concerned, Nyla Rose is transgender, so fucking what?
I know.
She's the AEW Women's Champion. She's done fairly well in AEW thus far. Yeah, she had maybe a few hiccups in matches, but she's still done very well. She's now the champion. And yeah, she's transgender. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, I know.
Like, what's
No.
the point?
No, I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out. Like, worlds are changing.
Ooh, she's a guy, like, became a woman.
I fucking get
Fuck
it.
off.
I fucking get it. I fucking get it. But you're changing the fucking rules with Tessa Blanchard and wrestling the men and taking their title, and now you have a transgender woman doing the same. Well, I just, you know, everything changes now, and it's like, what the fuck's going on around here? I get it. I completely get it. Nyla Rose is dominant in the women's division. That's great. She's the new women's champion. That's great. I just don't understand what's going on nowadays, and I'm trying to figure that out for myself. So forgive me for fucking making this a huge deal. I don't know why it is, but it is. Now, as regards to this match, Nyla Rose just won the women's championship. She should keep the title.
She more than likely will.
I don't know what's going to happen, but Chris definitely should become the champion at some point, but I don't know when.
Yeah, I don't know either. I mean, it's one of those things where you gotta have somebody be on your show regularly to have matches and get lots of TV time and what have you before they get a shot at a championship. But with, in my opinion, AEW athletes having such open contracts, if you will, and, they can... Okay, yeah, it's great. They only have to compete once a week, and then they get to go home and relax, and do other things, be with their family, vacation, yada yada yada. But at the same time, it's like, how can somebody become a viable number one contender if they're not having matches regularly? And I mean, okay, in the interview with Nyla Rose after she became the women's champion, she was like, this title's staying with me, and I'll take on any and all comers, and I'll wipe them all out, and I'm the most dominant one here. Yeah, she got into a face-to-face with Chris Statlander, and then also Big Swole got involved. But
That's true as well.
Build up a number one contender to the title and then go from there. It's like, these win-loss records are supposed to have meaning, but I don't really think they do. Because if they did, you may have a ranking, a number one, a number two, a number three, and da-da-da-da-da. But then, you should, the number one contender should face the champion. Win or lose, the next person gets a shot, and the next person, and the next person. And if there's a match where somebody goes from like 6 to 5, 3 to 2, 9 to 8, whatever, and change the cycle in the order of your top 10 contenders, if you will, then that's fine. But I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't really seem to have made much progress.
Like, I know AEW is new in the business.
Oh yeah, I know that
It's
too.
just, they have to work out a lot of kinks, and the referees are definitely one of them. That they're slowly getting better at their job, but there's still other things they need to fucking worry about.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna say that Nyla Rose retains.
Yeah, I'm saying Nyla too. So now we go on to a grudge match with Darby Allin and the Spanish God, Sammy Guevara.
This match should be the match of the night. I mean, both are very good at what they do in the ring. I think Darby Allin is unique. I think there's a lot of shit that has been going down since Sammy had thrown his throat to the skateboard
Yeah.
and the lead up to that. So this match is going to be fucking awesome. I think the biggest thing that people are worried about, I really enjoy it when Darby Allin does this, but the coffin drop.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, that's a unique move in itself.
Yes.
I like Sammy as a heel, but I need more from him.
Yeah.
I want to see more from him. So
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen. I think that it's going to be a hell of a match, and I definitely will pick Darby because I think he's that good.
Yeah.
I think he can do a hell of a lot in this match, and it's a grudge match. So,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, for sure. Darby Allin.
Sammy's done really good with the Inner Circle, and he's had some really great matches, but there's got to be something where Sammy stands out on his own.
Yeah.
Not necessarily leave the Inner Circle, but be that one person where you go, if he ever leaves the Inner Circle and he goes out on his own, he could be a champion.
Really?
And I don't really think Sammy's there yet.
No, he's not there. I thought that's what you meant. No,
No,
he's
no.
definitely not there.
The point I was making is Sammy's good with the inner circle and he's had some great matches, but there's got to be that something special that takes him to the next level to where it's like you have a feeling like if he ever is a solo wrestler and is no longer with the inner circle, then he has the potential to be a champion, but he's not there yet.
No, I agree with that too. And I like I said, you have Darby Allin with the skateboarding down to the ring.
Yeah.
You got the body bag or whatever. You got the nail polish. You got the half skeleton face. You got this guy that can be a fucking champion in the future.
Yes.
And I can see him get a lot of revenge on Sammy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, for
absolutely.
sure. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I'm obviously, you know my answer.
Yeah. I think I'm taking Darby on this one myself
Yeah.
too.
So now I got this match. We've got Jake Hagar versus Dustin Rhodes.
Yeah.
And for 50, we talked about Goldberg earlier. And you talk about someone like Dustin. And this guy, for however old he is, he can fucking still go.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you look at the match he had with his half brother, Cody, and bleeding like a faucet, but still fucking moving.
Oh yeah.
And since his WWE days, he has maintained a body. He's definitely looked a lot younger than he is. So, yeah. Now, this whole thing with Jake Hagar, I'm not sure when the whole build up to that was, but they obviously were jaw-jacking back and forth. Now, Jack Hagar is the bodyguard to the Inner Circle. He hasn't really had a wrestling match or a match in general.
No.
So, I don't know what is going to come of this. I mean, he could still wrestle, I'm sure. And he's a tall fucker, so
Yeah.
we'll see where that goes. I think this is going to be a really good match. It's hard to decide, though, who's going to win. Because when you look at the match with Sammy and Darby, you can easily say, well, the Inner Circle's going to interfere and cost Darby the match.
Potentially, yeah.
Potentially. But with this match, it could go either way.
Yeah, I mean, Dustin's done really well with AEW. He's had some really good matches. He's helping the younger talent get over, and he's, I think, slowly winding down his career. I don't know when exactly he will call it a career in the ring. And then maybe become a backstage producer, executive, whatever the case may be, with AEW. As far as Jake Hagar is concerned, yeah, I'm sure he can still wrestle. He'll probably do really well against Dustin. It's, you know, two big country boys fixing to pummel the shit out of each other. Who's gonna win?
That's a toss-up. I can't pick a winner because I don't know.
I think with what happened when Jake and Sammy and I think maybe Santana and Ortiz were involved in breaking Dustin's arm, Dustin's gonna want to get a better revenge. And you know, Dustin was talking about how Jake hasn't had a match yet, and is he just there for a paycheck? He's with the Inner Circle. Is he just there to be the muscle of the Inner Circle and earn a paycheck and not even have a match? And Dustin challenged him, and that led us to this match they're going to have at Revolution. So I think maybe Dustin could get the win on this one.
Yeah, that's a possibility, but you also have to take into consideration Jake Hagar's MMA background. The guy can easily knock Dustin out or, pin him down to the fact where he can't get up and just pound the fuck right out of him. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Or submit,
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, as much as I like Dustin, I'm gonna go with Jake.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
now we have a tag team match for the AEW titles. I have no idea why this happened, although I can see kind of. You've got Kenny Omega and Adam Page, hashtag cowboy shit,
Yeah.
versus the Young Bucks.
Yes. Battle of the Elite, if you will.
Yep.
And it's all boiled down to the fact that basically the Young Bucks became #1 contenders for tag team titles, and there seems to have become a rift between Adam and the Young Bucks, and Kenny trying to play peacemaker and keep the Elite together and all this other stuff. And Adam Page seems to be the outcast, if you will. Like, when it comes down to taking care of business on the ring, fucking Omega and Page will get it done. No doubt about it. It just seems to be outside of that, there's polar opposites.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
And so to be able to wrangle in Page and have him be inclusive in the inner circle is like, doesn't seem to be going over very well. And the fact that all he wants to do after a win is party and drink and drink all the time. And it's like, I don't know, man.
When you look at the history between Kenny and the Young Bucks, they go all the way back to Japan,
Yeah.
maybe Ring of Honor, maybe elsewhere as well.
Yeah.
These guys definitely had one of the best runs in Japan as the Bullet Club.
Yes.
You can also say that with the Young Bucks and Adam Page and Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
I think that this match is going to be entertaining. I will be surprised if Adam doesn't turn on Kenny. Just my opinion. There's been hints about that. So, for me, and I really do enjoy both of these guys, but I'm going to have to say I would like to see the Young Bucks win the titles.
The Young Bucks have still proven that they are one of the best tag teams in the world right now.
Yeah.
And this whole Elite thing, they are, among one of the best factions in wrestling right now. Now, maybe they're not as unified as some of the other factions, but they're still a hot commodity and a top faction, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that I can see is either the Young Bucks win the tag titles, or Kenny and Adam keep the titles.
Yeah.
There be an attempt at a handshake.
Yeah, I can.
Kenny goes for the handshake with the Bucks, and Adam just be like, fuck it, I'm out of here, I want no part of this. Or it can be like, alright, Kenny and Adam keep the titles and the Young Bucks take the titles. They all shake hands, they're the Elite, they're, put their differences aside, whatever.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that's gonna go.
For Adam to turn?
I know, the proof is right there. He keeps walking out of interviews. He keeps drinking the beer. He's got that party mentality that apparently Kenny and the Young Bucks don't have, which is, it is what it is. So, I mean, I have no idea, but I'm still going to say the Young Bucks because, in my opinion, Adam Page and Kenny Omega are better as singles wrestlers.
Eh,
So, I don't know.
I just think that if Adam's gonna be a heel, it's got to be something that says, I tried my best to get along with you guys, and I was tag team champions with Kenny, and we were having some issues, but we worked them out. We were a great tag team, and all this other stuff. And you guys tried to change me, and I wanted no part of that. So I'm just gonna say, fuck it, I'm on my own. I go on my own, be my own man, do my own thing.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know.
Somehow have it make sense.
Yeah.
We'll see, though.
Yeah. So now you have this match, which should have been a grudge match or whatever, but you got Mark MJF.
Maxwell Jacob Friedman against Cody.
Yeah. Now you got one draw on MJF's side and Arn Anderson on Cody's side. Wardlow, who cares? And,
Woodrow Wilson? Really? I didn't realize. I thought he was dead.
Yeah, me too, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, so I think the lead up to this was pretty interesting. I mean,
Yeah.
we talked a lot about MJF and how much of a great heel he is. That's a heel right there. Somebody that isn't cool, and MJF is not cool. He comes in, he makes the ultimatum, 10 lashes, a steel cage with Wardlow. I can't read that fucking thing. Anyways, a steel cage, which was last week,
Right.
and then this match.
Yeah.
So they didn't necessarily touch until then.
Yeah.
So that's good. But this match is going to be pretty cool as well. I think that it would be great to have Cody get redemption
Yes.
and beat MJF. I just don't know if there's going to be interference.
Yeah, really. I mean, could have Wardlow get involved and try and cost Cody a victory, and get one up on Cody after Cody beat him in the cage, and then maybe like a double beat down at the hands of MJF and Wardlow. Maybe. Or Cody could easily get a win and just be like, alright, peace out.
Yeah, pretty much. It's going to be a good match.
Yeah.
I mean, they both couldn't wait to get their hands on each other.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, I'd like to see MJF get his.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, so Cody for me.
Yeah, definitely Cody.
Yeah. And then the last match. Last match we have the AEW World Title. We got Chris Jericho versus Jon Moxley. Oh shit.
Yeah. What they've been doing to build up this match has been amazing.
Yeah.
It's been very, very good, Yeah. Moxley saying, oh yeah, I'll join the Inner Circle, I'll take the car, I'll take your whatever percentage of the stock, and, rule the world with you guys, and all this other stuff. So I'd be like, psych, I couldn't give a who shits about your money or joining the Inner Circle. I don't want any of that. I just want to dominate the wrestling business. And I'll take your car and smash you upside the head with a paint bottle.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you got
A little bit of bubbly.
Jericho trying to take out Moxley's eye with a spike off his jacket. Then you got Moxley shoving the key in Santana's eyeball.
Yeah.
It's just been amazing.
Now, I mean, fucking Chris Jericho's a little bastard. Because he's blaming Moxley for hurting Santana's eye. Meanwhile, he's the one that hurt his eye.
Yeah.
Now, I think the eye patch actually suits Moxley.
Yeah.
Now, it kind of reminds me of Terry Funk back in the day. For some reason, I don't know why. But-
What was his name? Paul the Duke?
Yeah.
I can't remember his name. Wrestles for WWE for a little while. Long dark hair, pirate character, had the eye patch.
Yeah, it was Pierre.
Yeah, Jean-Pierre.
Jean-Pierre
Something or other.
who's now on Ring of Honor.
Yeah,
But that's a surprise in itself.
yeah.
But yeah, and it's gonna be a really good match. I can see them brutalize each other
Oh yeah, absolutely.
more so than Cody and MJF.
Yeah.
So I honestly don't know. I mean, this match is gonna be awesome. Is it time for John Moxley to become the champion right now?
Mhm.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I would like that to happen. I just don't know if it will. I mean, you got the inner circle in Jericho's corner, so I with everything they put Moxley through, it would be interesting if he did win the title
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, I think Moxley could be a good champion. It'd be interesting to see what they did with it and how far they went with it. Who knows if tomorrow will be the time? Maybe it's too soon. Maybe they ought to wait a little longer.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so, because I mean, yeah, he's done a lot of good matches with a lot of good wrestlers. You know, with Kenny Omega, or even Pac, or, you know, whoever. Is it his time? I don't know. I can't see it right now. Maybe next pay-per-view,
Maybe, yeah.
but I'm gonna say Jericho on this. I really wanted to say Moxley, but I mean, after that, I don't know who would Moxley face.
Yeah, exactly.
So, right now, Jericho.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So this has been AEW Evolution,
Yeah.
and this is bound to be a good show. I'm surprised they have all these pay-per-views on a Saturday,
I know, right?
so this gives me more work.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's that. Now coming up on Wednesday is going to be a very special episode of Wheels of Fury, the third anniversary of Wheels of Fury.
Yes, sir.
And we will be doing a look back at Halloween Havoc 1991.
Yes.
I watched it on Wrestling with Regret, and Brian Zane said it was the shits.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I kind of wanted to review it, and then, of course, after that, we're going to be doing a look back at March 1969 WWA. I'm still fucking trying to figure out what that means.
Yeah.
They got Bobby Heenan, and that's going to be interesting.
Yes.
It's always cool to see wrestlers and managers before they actually made it famous.
Yeah, really, eh?
So anyways, for Killer Kyle, I mean Matt, and we will talk to you later.
Yeah.